welcome to Straightforward. Today we have some wonderful community friends, our very special guests, Chloe and Hannah from New Horizons. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Yes.
I tell you, New Horizons really does so much in the community, truly making a difference in the lives of our citizens, restoring people, and restoring families. And I get so excited when we are at our collaborative meetings and our drug court meeting, because we have people from various community organizations that sit on that board. But just to hear the stories and the services, and I would venture to say, a lot of the citizens don't really understand the scope of the work that you all do at New Horizons. Often people get it mixed up with the medical people, because there's a New Horizons on the medical side. Mm-hmm. And then some of them only associate mental health treatment, which that's a part of what you do, but it's not all of what you do.
Right.
So share with our viewers all the great work that you all are doing in the Chattahoochee Valley, not just in Columbus.
Right. So we're New Horizons Behavioral Health, and behavioral health encompasses mental health, addictive disease, and intellectual and developmental disability services. That's our three main core areas. Like you said, I think we are most commonly known for mental health, and that is the largest number of individuals we serve.
Right.
But our addictive disease services are really great too, and that's where Hannah Grant works in too. We are a nonprofit that serves 8 counties in our region.
8 counties in the Chattahoochee Valley.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
And
that's a lot of geography.
It is.
Yes.
But a lot of those counties, from Columbus is our main service area.
Right.
And our main intake office is located here on Comer Avenue. But we serve those rural counties too that have limited resources. So that's something that we're proud of. We're proud to be that safety net, offering these services mainly for folks who are either uninsured or underinsured.
Right. And I am familiar with your service in Randolph County, what used to be. I worked at Andrew College.
Okay.
And I ran into, through my work with non-traditional students, through the Educational Opportunity Center, where I worked with some women that was in your program.
Gotcha.
In Randolph County, and we were able to help them with getting the GED and then enrolling in college.
Right.
See, so as an old social worker, I have really been out there in the geography. That's why I know when you say Columbus is the base,
yes,
the population isn't that great out in the rural, but it's a lot of miles to travel. And so I'm excited to know that you all have people in Stewart and Randolph and, Chattahoochee and all of those places that the services are not available otherwise.
Right, yeah. Right. And I think that one of our main focuses with behavioral health is the stigma that's often involved with seeking help for those personal issues you might have going on in your life, especially in our rural counties. It's very much an attitude sometimes where it's pull yourself up by your bootstraps type of mentality.
I know.
And we just want to be there letting them know that it's okay and it's actually very brave to seek help.
And for me, when people say pull yourself up by your own bootstraps, first of all, you need the boots and you need the straps.
I like that, yeah.
No, really, because one of the rural counties near here, they don't even have a grocery store.
Right.
That's a basic tool that every community needs.
Right.
So certainly they wouldn't have all the great access to the great resources. Or transportation is an issue.
Exactly.
So then you'll see the rural transportation buses that's bringing them into the Columbus area. So I just think it's amazing that you all have had the staying power, because when I was down in Randolph, that was 20 years ago. And so you all are still out there, boots on the ground, making it happen. Yes.
We've been in operation for over 40 years now.
Really?
That has looked different. It's changed. We've gone through pandemics, offices and programs closing and new ones opening, but our missions always remain the same.
And you have wonderful success stories.
We do.
Because I know some of them, and I actually am their main cheerleader, and I follow them everywhere I can follow them. No, because it gives me hope. And the stories and the success that you all have had with restoring people is just amazing. And that's why we have beautiful Hannah.
Yes,
welcome.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be here.
I'm so happy that you would come and share.
Yes.
I think people have to see to know. And before we got started, you said, of course, Chloe's going to talk more about recovery on the river.
Right.
And you were looking at it one year and you thought you would never get there.
Right.
And you're there.
Right.
How amazing is that?
It's wild. It's been a wild ride for sure.
Right. And so you were a part of the New Horizons recovery program?
Yes. I got arrested back in 2022, and that was the start of my journey. I never thought that would be the start, but when I cried out for help, that was what answered, was blue lights behind me.
Really?
Right. And so
were you in active addiction?
Yes, I was in active addiction, and I had some warrants out for my arrest. And when I cried out for help to my higher power, that was the answer. And so I kind of went with it. And drug court sent me to Journey to Recovery and Midtown Recovery, which is what started my hope journey.
So Midtown Recovery and Journey to Recovery.
Right.
And I met some amazing women from there, not just at community events, but I met them at Trauma Anonymous.
Yes.
I love going there.
Yes.
It's amazing. It
Yes.
is. And I keep telling Tabitha, I'm going to keep coming until they put me out. She says, we're not going to put you out, Ms. Gloria. You can keep coming. No, but it's so refreshing.
Yes.
And being an old social worker, I want to see.
Right.
Because anything can happen to anybody on any given day. Nobody is exempt.
Yes.
And so for people that think, oh, this would never happen in my family, never say never.
Right.
Right. And so, Chloe, share with us Journey to Recovery, all of those. You got so many programs.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Journey to Recovery is our residential program. It's semi-independent for men and women going through active addiction and seeking recovery. Hannah could touch on it more with her personal experience with the program, but they attend Midtown Recovery, which is right across the street. That's our day program.
Okay.
And group sessions and finding support in your community. Absolutely. And then
work.
Journey assists with employment as well. That's part of the program structure.
Okay.
Hannah specifically works within our MAT program. MAT stands for Medication Assisted Treatment that combats opioid use disorders. That program is really great because it provides medication to curb those cravings for opioids, but it also couples it with counseling so you can find support to stay in recovery.
Okay, so it's like a one-stop shop.
Right.
Exactly.
You're addressing all parts, not just a piece.
Excellent.
What we're going to do is go to our first break to our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Right.
We'll be right back after a word from some of our sponsors.
Straightforward is brought to you by State Senator Ed Harbison, serving the citizens of Georgia's 15th Senatorial District and on the front lines for veterans every day. Progressive Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1952. The George Ford legacy of high standards continues today in the compassionate and professional services provided. A touch of dignity for those who care. Progressive Funeral Home, 4235 St. Mary's Road, trusted by generations. Whole Patient Healthcare. Dr. Jada Rimes-Bacote is board certified in family medicine. She believes the best patient care includes practical, individualized lifestyle changes. Located at 1338 13th Avenue, Columbus, 706-641-2080, or visit wholepatienthealthcare.com. The Framing Factory and Art Gallery for professional framing and decorative art, located in Lake Bottom, 1325 17th Street, or call 706-324-3823.
And welcome back to Straightforward. This is a wonderful visit. Healing, recovery, restoration, new beginnings, promise, hope, dreams. Hannah, you're all that. You really are. And I've seen some people I've met that were at the beginning of the program. And there you are, part of the finished product. I've met you also at the recovery ball.
Yes,
so you didn't realize I saw you there. Everybody was looking so beautiful. It was a great event. I attended with my radio co-host, AP, the Midday Diva.
Yes.
And she was instrumental in helping to get some evening wear and things like that, tuxedos for the guys.
Yes,
And so, I mean, I'm looking forward to it this year
Yes.
when we have it in 2026. So I'm gonna have to get a better outfit. Last year, Chloe, I wore my social worker suit, but I did put a little sparkly top on.
Oh, that's
So,
okay.
yeah, this time I'm gonna be ready. They were ready.
Yeah.
Oh, they were Hollywood ready. They were. So, Hannah, share some more of your story and help people to understand. Because we see people walking the street, we see people on corners, and the public might have an opinion about that.
Right.
But for those of us that have worked in the field,
Right.
we know sometimes it's a lot of trauma.
Right.
It's a lot of medical things too.
Right.
Especially with some of our veterans. I know you're a military spouse active duty, your former military spouse, as well as myself. We were
Right.
military. And I saw even in the military that some of the wives, in terms of coping, were using prescription drugs
Right.
and alcohol.
Right.
So people want to look down on things, but this is a broader problem than what you just see the people on the street.
Right.
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 So share with our viewers.
So first, I always like to introduce myself as an overcomer,
Okay.
not a recovering addict, not anything like that. And what that means to me is that I have overcame trauma. I've
Okay.
overcame substance abuse. I've overcame mental health challenges, and I've been overcoming since September 8th of 2022.
Wonderful.
So almost 3 years. In recovery month, I'll have 3 years. So
Really?
that's awesome to me. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so excited about that. But like I said, trauma was a big cause for all of my coping, going out in the streets and finding something stronger than what I was being prescribed.
Okay. So was it childhood or adult trauma?
Childhood.
Right, because we have veterans that have
Right.
PTSD from war.
Right.
So yours was childhood trauma.
Right, right. Lots of childhood trauma. I didn't feel safe in either home. My parents were divorced, and both of my step-parents both, introduced trauma to me. So that was something that I struggled with for a long time. So when I lost my grandparents that took me in and kind of saved me from all of that, got divorced, and lost my job during COVID, I didn't really know where to turn other than what was out there open and available to me, other than what the doctors were giving me that wasn't helping much. I didn't really understand that I needed to communicate that to the providers that were giving me mental health medications. So I just sought out what I thought was going to fix it.
Which was street
Right,
pharmaceuticals.
right. And one of those being an opioid. So it was very hard to come off of that on my own, which is why I ended up a part of the MAP program at New Horizons.
So MAP is
The MAT is the Medication Assisted Treatment Program.
Medication Assisted Treatment Programs. I always do that because when we live in a certain world, we use acronyms.
Right.
And I get on my husband with that, with his military work.
Right.
We have to tell John Q. Public what that
Yes.
is in case they want to research it.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Medication assisted treatment, it truly saved my life, along with the group therapy at Midtown and Journey to Recovery, giving me that stable living environment that I didn't think I was ever going to have
And
again.
this is free.
Right.
Okay, so we do
No
have
insurance.
those expensive high-end places that
Right.
people go to. But New Horizons is a nonprofit, and this is free.
Right.
If you live in this region, in
Right.
the Chattahoochee Valley.
Right.
Service delivery area, is that, okay.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
We work on a sliding scale payment
Okay.
system, so whatever you can pay, we work with you based on that. If you could pay nothing, we'll still work with you on that.
Okay.
And yeah, no insurance necessary.
Okay,
Right.
all right.
So
Because we
that-
don't want that to stop people from getting the help they
Exactly.
need.
Right,
Okay.
right. So that when I came into Journey, I left jail with the slides on my feet and some clothes they found in the back closet. I had no
Really?
clothes. I had nothing.
How long were you in jail?
I was in jail 90 days.
Okay.
So I was waiting on something, drug court or somebody to pick up my case. And they did and saved me. And I needed treatment. I needed to deal with my addictive disease and find out that it was a disease. I didn't even know that it was that. I thought it was just a choice that I made.
Right.
So once they kind of educated me on that journey, helped me get clothes on my back. They had a clothing closet there ready for me when I got there. And I actually stayed in transition until I graduated drug court. So
Really?
yes, I
That's
was
wonderful.
there able to save money, get myself back on my feet.
Right.
They encouraged me to get my certified peer specialist in mental health.
Oh, you know, you all are big ballers with that. You know, I
So-
follow all of that. So
Yes.
I know some of your other friends, they're
Yes.
getting another certification. certification, and
Right.
I'm that person on social media cheering you
Yes,
on.
I
If you
saw
didn't know.
that. I saw that.
You hadn't met me yet, but I'm the
Yes.
one. I'm going to
Yes.
be cheering for that, because that
Yes.
is just really wonderful.
Yes.
Yes.
So I graduated drug court with that certification. Once I started at New Horizons Midtown in the MAP program as a case manager there, I was able to get my forensic peer mentor certification.
Okay.
And then I just recently
So
got
you're
my
going to fill up
CARES.
the wall with all
Yes.
of your credentials. I like
Yes.
that.
Yes. So I have everything on my wall. And I just took the test yesterday for the certified peer specialist addictive disease. So I'm waiting for those results. So then I'll have all three. I'm so excited about
I'm
that.
excited
Yes.
too.
Yes.
Just determination
Right.
and being willing to accept what was available to help you.
Right.
First thing we
Right.
have to do is what? Admit it.
Right.
Right. And then we have families where people just want to keep putting a Band-Aid on a gunshot wound.
Right.
And it's just not going to work.
Right.
You know, but like you said, you gave it to your higher power.
Right.
The blue lights got you.
Yes.
But it got you right here with these 3 certifications.
Right.
Oh, we're going to brag about that.
Yes.
Yes.
I never thought I would be there. I
Yeah.
never thought I'd be using my lived experience. I had a college degree. I had a whole career, and this is a whole career shift, but it's exactly where I'm supposed to be.
Exactly.
So
This is your purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I told our wonderful Tab that I love Tabitha.
Yes.
You know, where you thought you were going, it's a detour to where
Yes.
you really were supposed to be going.
Yes.
And we see that all the time.
Yes.
Where you think your career when you're this young, bushy, bright-eyed college student is not always where your destination is.
Right.
Right.
And recovery is not linear.
Right.
I had to learn that. I had to learn that there was going to be bumps in the roads. There was going to be setbacks. There was going to be things that were going to
wasn't gonna
trip
be
me
perf-
up.
it wasn't gonna be
right.
perfect.
It's not point A to point B. There's mountains and valleys in there mixed in between. And once I learned how to navigate that through Midtown's help and through Journey's help, learning these coping skills that I needed to push forward was truly amazing.
You're amazing. I'm excited. Oh,
Yes,
Lord, I
I'm so
really love
excited.
this. This gives me hope because I see so many people that's struggling.
Yes.
Quietly.
Yes.
And so I always want to share
Yes.
wonderful stories like this. What we're going to do is go to our final break to our sponsors, and we'll be right back. We'll be right back after word from some of our sponsors.
Columbus Pediatrics GA, working together to build lifelong relationships between our staff and patients by consistently providing compassion, excellence, and value with 2 locations. The Old Town office at 3580 Massey Lane, Suite F, 706-596-8667. The Midtown office, 1900 11th Avenue, Suite A, 706-323-3400, ColumbusPediatricsGA.com. Barbara's Cleaning Service, a 5-star commercial service with satisfied customers in Georgia and South Carolina, built on the principle that every detail matters. Barbara's Cleaning Service, a new season building a family legacy. The Miley Agency, Gerald Miley and his team can assist you in every aspect of your insurance needs. Call today for your free quote at 706-996-2045 or visit themiley.agency.com. New Horizons Behavioral Health, building better lives in the Chattahoochee Valley, providing services to persons with mental illness, developmental disabilities, and addictive diseases. Located in the Health and Human Services Building, 2100 Comer Avenue, Columbus, or call 706-596-5500.
And welcome back to Straightforward. We are having an amazing visit and conversation with our great friends, Chloe and Hannah from New Horizons. I tell you, you all are really making a difference. I have had the pleasure of attending events, meetings, meeting people, hearing their stories, and I just want our viewers and others in the community that might be struggling or might have loved ones that are struggling to understand all that you have available and to take advantage of it. Especially for me, I'm a mother and a grandmother, and when people have their children, I've heard the stories where people were able to come out and get their children back and things like that. All of that's important because then we're restoring families and we're not passing along generational trauma.
Right.
Right.
And that's just my term, but it's generational trauma. If we don't fix it, then we're passing it along.
Absolutely.
So share with us what all you got going. It's a lot that you got coming up.
Yes, yeah, we're really excited. September is National Recovery Month, so every year we do our big annual event that celebrates and promotes recovery within our community specifically. This year on September 30th, we will be at Woodruff Riverfront Park from 6 to 8 p.m. And that is a Tuesday evening. And we are part of a statewide initiative that involves a bus tour. So the state government at DBHGD and the Georgia Council for Recovery gets this huge bus, and they go around pretty much every city in Georgia and has these different events. So it's an honor to be the very last stop on that tour, on the very last day
Save
of
the best for last.
Absolutely, yes. So we'd love to go out with a bang. We're gonna have live music there, really great band. We're gonna have speakers like Hannah gonna be sharing their stories. Lots of really great vendors, food trucks, and the first 200 guests get a free t-shirt and a $10 voucher to use at those food trucks.
Oh my, so that means I should be there early.
Yes, yeah, love that.
No, actually Susan, who is a part of your leadership team, was with me a few years ago, and she did bring me a t-shirt. And I used to walk in Lake Bottom with that t-shirt on.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a psychedelic looking t-shirt.
Yes.
And I still have it. But it's been too hot to be walking in Lake Bottom. But yeah,
Right.
that was one of my exercise shirts. So what can people do in the community? Because I heard you say when you went to Journey, there was a closed
Closet, yeah.
When you left jail, you had the slides and clothes they found in the back. And so you were able to go to Journey. So for all of our viewers, my family and friends who need recovery for being for shoppers, where you just have too many clothes and you'll never wear them.
Yes.
They know who they are, won't call their names. They can take some of those clothes out the closet, and we can certainly use them at Journey to Recovery for people that's coming through the program as you did.
Right.
Okay. So are we just looking for women or men's clothing?
Men's as well.
Men's as well.
Shoes. We didn't have nothing. Few and far between.
Okay.
Like I said, I was in the jail slides for a minute.
Okay. All right. No, but that's okay.
Yeah.
That's very humbling.
Yes.
Right.
Right.
You were a college graduate.
Right.
You were a military spouse.
Right.
You know, and so there you were in jail slides, but you were didn't have false pride.
Right.
Because sometimes in families, people have false pride and they don't really want the public to know.
Right.
And they won't go and get the help that they need.
Right.
So I want to show you off. I want to show Tab. I want to show Emily. I want to show the world
Yes.
that, yes, we fall, but we can get up.
Right.
We don't
Grow
have
through
to-
what you go through.
Say that again.
Grow through what you go through.
Grow through what you go through.
That's
I
my
love
motto.
That.
That's my
your
motto.
Girl, you are really something. High five on that. I like that. Yes. So what else do you want to share with our audience that it's important that we let people know?
Well, I think that just September as a whole and being National Recovery Month and our event on the 30th, if there's someone out there who has not made the step to start their recovery journey, I think that Recovery on the River serves as a really great place to kind of open their eyes to those possibilities. Hannah talking about being a certified peer specialist, I think that's something that our community can use more of. And it's a career path that not maybe a lot of people know about, and it's always needed. Those lived experiences help out so much from a clinical standpoint. That's really great. But when you partner it with folks who are peers and have been
real
there,
life,
exactly, yeah,
Right.
And they've walked the walk,
right, exactly.
Right. And sometimes with us, we just know the theory.
Yes.
And she knows the practical.
Exactly.
And if we can marry that together, we
Right.
can help people.
Yeah.
And then they don't feel like they're being looked down on.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. Bridge that gap.
Right, and that's the thing that I hear a lot in the Trauma Anonymous, and that's what I was sharing with you all. I love the camaraderie. It's amazing, the support system, and as I was saying earlier, it's like that military support in the old days. And I don't know about the new Army because you all are young ladies, but in the old Army, it was that way. You know, we took care of each other, you know, and so that's what I really see among the recovery group.
Right.
100%.
Yeah. So you have husband and wives that's working the programs.
Yeah.
Great things. And so you're going to be bringing some more of those great people.
Yeah, we have a really great lineup of speakers that are going to be sharing their testimonies. So it's just a great place and a fun event. We're gonna have face painting, so it's good for
So the
all
kids.
ages. Yeah.
Okay, so people can bring the children.
Absolutely.
It's family friendly.
Yes,
Right.
ma'am.
Okay, family friendly. So whosoever will, let them come. Yes.
Yes,
No, really. Because some things you go to, it's not for children.
Right,
So
yeah.
it's not that serious like we're going to be going into therapy. This is going to be a fun-filled day.
Exactly.
With great testimonies.
Yes.
With resources,
Music.
music. It's just a great day of fellowship.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's really just a time to celebrate recovery and the fact that it's real and possible and here in our community.
Well, I am just really excited, and we're happy to have you. I know you're from somewhere else.
Yes, South Carolina.
South Carolina, which is right up the road. And how long will you be here? Because we got to get more work out of you. At least I know your husband's, that's decided by the Department of Defense.
Yeah.
But we're going to see what we can do about that, because your energy and your spirit is really what we need.
Well, thank
She's
you.
amazing.
Yeah, right. Well, Emily already told me that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trauma Anonymous. She said, oh, I love Chloe. I love
Yes,
her. So,
yes.
No, really. And that's important when you're working in this field,
Thank you,
because it's
yeah.
thankless. You will not get rich. You won't get that yacht for us to drink lemonade on at Pensacola Yacht Club. You won't be able to do that. But I do appreciate what you're doing. I appreciate your sincerity. I appreciate your going beyond, because it takes that for this role.
Well, thank you.
So-
Appreciate what you do.
I am looking forward to it. I'm going to try to be first in line so I can get a t-shirt.
Yes.
Tell us once again when that is.
September 30th, Woodruff Riverfront Park from 6 to 8 p.m.
6 to 8 p.m. And whosoever will, you are free to come. It's free. If you want to bring your children, you may bring your children. It's family friendly. If you want to see wonderful success stories, here's one. All right. Well, thank you all so much. I appreciate it.
Yes, thank you
for
so
having
much.
us.
We'll do it again.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. This has been straightforward. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. Until next time, be blessed.
What up, world? What's up, Columbus? Be sure to tune in every Sunday, Straightforward with Gloria Strode, right here on NBC 38.